Do we still have time? Winds of change are blowing. Like we said, we'll quickly run through this. We have already played the show, this video too, and we'll just run through it. Urgent alarm from UK is that Nigeria is on the brink of catastrophic meltdown. They are beginning to understand that everything is interconnected. That the illegal immigration issue and loss of control of Western borders are all tied to their criminal activities in Africa. Slavery, colonialism, neocolonialism, everything is done together. You're going to learn. You will learn in a hard way. That the refugees and more refugees pouring into their land is from the displacement of indigenous peoples of Africa and Nigeria. That is, that it doesn't make sense that a country very rich in crude oil, gas deposit, mineral resources will be having inter-ethnic wars and crisis, which is now leading to serious economic and social meltdown. Everybody is learning it. You can see the picture we put there. The other, you see our poor Africans, he said, why do you think that that if you let us come into your land, we will rob you? And the colonial master was on top of his wall, watching his borders. He says, because that's what we did when we came to yours.
Yeah, a confession of Ndori.
Yes, we give credit to whoever that designed this. It does not belong to us. We found it on social media and we used them. So they say they have admitted that the new illegitimate regime they imposed on Nigeria will, with their failed political promises, has caused a rocketing inflation of 32.5%. They said that food inflation alone is 37 to 38%. That people are literally starving to death because of famine. They said that Tinubu's removal of fuel subsidy with no safety netting has left the masses with nothing to turn to.
Cheerful.
They said that there is rampant corruption, persecution of journalists, that the economic and social meltdown we have potential repercussions.
That's okay. We are coming with it. You guys will start eating ogri very soon. But that's what we have to do.
Yo, so they understand that since Nigeria has a big diaspora community in the world, that in UK alone, they have up to 300,000. UK alone. And because UK shares language and history, yes, colonialists and
terrorism. I forgot to add terrorism.
Terrorism with Nigeria. That the consequences of this economic and social meltdown in Nigeria will be felt more in their kingdom. You know, Commonwealth Kingdom. Commonwealth means our problems and grievances will become common too. We share everything now.
We share everything in common. And I know the same. We are sharing everything.
Exactly. Since we now all agree, people, our people, we are talking to you now, that Tinubu under the 1999 Unitary Constitution has led Nigerians into extreme poverty and despair. What then should we do? Begin to think deep. That's what we're saying.
How about we start and praying and fasting?
Baba will not do it. Waiting for God will not do it. You will begin to think deep. As we say these things, your brain, open it so that things will make sense to you. Since we now understand that there is a conquest agenda through insecurity and depopulation of indigenous communities, what should our attitude be? We are asking you, daughters of truth, we are asking you. You listening to us, you're watching us. What should your attitude be? Of course, by now, you should have learned that the insecurity in Northeast, Northwest, Middle Belt, Southwest, they are all man-made. If you don't know it. They are all man-made. And that the aim is to sack communities where mineral resources are found in order to take over such communities and ancestral land so that they will be taking the resources.
Yep. Clean our boys for no reason.
Clean our boys for no reason. It's no longer news that the foreign invaders are using the military to serially sack villages and communities. It's not news anymore. The enemy sends their agents, the style they use, to go and commit crimes in the ancestral land of interests. We give you an example. What happened in Olo, Mbano people in Imo State, Southeast, the land of Ndibo, the ancient people. In the presence of military and police checkpoints, crimes are committed.
Not deep.
So, what is the work of the security there? Does it mean that the criminals are now more powerful than the security checkpoints? And what people put security checkpoints everywhere in Anibo so that you be in charge, occupy the place? How come they're still having crimes in it? They wonder that these guys, in the name of, oh yeah, there was a crime, we now want to come and protect the city and the land.
They will start killing all our young boys.
Yes, politicians will bring them in, full military, and they will begin to sack the entire village. Not even just killing young boys, sacking villages. Villages will move from village to village. This is what is happening, Middle Belt, Northeast, North, South, everywhere. That's how they sack villages and sack people. How does this make sense?
We know what they're doing with our young girls over there, because it's always they're chasing.
Exactly. Why? So if they are genuine, when there's a crime in quotation marks, why wouldn't they investigate it? I thought they have intelligence, they have all the training, they have everything. Why wouldn't they investigate the crime and arrest the people that did it? No, because the people doing the crime are the same people coming to fight. It's the same system, the colonial master. Colonial master will create a problem and then say he wants to come and solve it. It's the same system, my people. That's what we told you, that they are all colonial monsters, locally and foreign. It's simply not on each time. And we need to wake up and begin to think deeper. You see why Nina says we should shut down all preparation towards 2027 election now. Shut it down now, not after, not the day of election. No, in 2024, tell the politicians, political parties, shut down. We want to renegotiate the union so we know what is happening to us. We want to know who is doing what and what. There's too much chaos everywhere. Shut down. Because it's clear that the colonial monsters, with their local agents, the Fulani Caliphate, political puppets, their religious bedfellows, and traditional rulers, the managers of the evil project locally, are our major problem in Nigeria. And since safeguarding our ancestral lands and indigenous peoples is our responsibility, we must begin to think differently and deeper. When you think deeper, you analyze better and understand more. When you understand more, you begin
out of it.
Yes. When you understand more, you begin to solve problems from the roots, not just treating the symptoms. Because when you're treating the symptom, like in the case of disease, the disease will be going around, spreading and taking over the entire system and your existence. That's why it's important for you to think deep. When you think deep, you will see far and then connect deeper. Things will begin to make more sense to you. You will begin to connect better with your inner self, your inner peace, your thought process. You connect to nature. You connect to your environment. You even connect to your God. That's the way. It's not by doing papa and going to church here and there, running everywhere that you cannot even take care of your husband or your family. That is not how to do it. Stop.
Or waking up in the middle of the night to listen to Open Heaven by Ebuka Obi.
Exactly. When you should be sleeping. The Bible says it gives the beloved sleep. When they give you sleep, as even medically, when you're sleeping.
I'm about to give them sleep. I'm going to ship melatonin there. You guys will go to sleep, all of you guys.
He said, when you sleep, medically speaking, your body heals itself.
Yes.
Your memory works, everything. So you need sleep. 7 to 8 hours of sleep. If you're about to go mad. That's why we have a lot of people suffering from all sorts of madness. Some of them is just sleep deprivation. And it's been proven that sleep deprivation is as worse as alcoholism.
Yes.
The same effect. I don't even know how they're even driving. Because if you're sleep deprived, you're like somebody that is drunk and driving. Are you afraid that, are you surprised that so many things are going on? So it's important for you to think deep. Like we said, when you think deep, you begin to connect to your inner self, your inner peace. Things will begin to make more sense to you. Then you will your purpose on earth as an indigenous person will become clearer to you.
Yes.
Stress and anxiety will begin to go down. You see yourself begin to develop boldness and confidence, and you begin to grow in your confidence. Then you will stop chasing things that you shouldn't be chasing in the first place. Your Stockholm syndrome disease will go down
immediately.
You see you worshiping your colonial masters, those that are enslaving you, the emperors. You want to fight for them, defend them. It's madness.
Wear their name brands. Go and use their money and buy their belt for $300 and tie it on top of yourself as if you're still enslaved.
It's not okay. So when you think deep, you begin to concentrate on things that matter, things that will help you and benefit humanity and your community. The enemy does not want you to, the enemy wants you to remain confused, to have identity crisis and low self-esteem. It is the enemy that is doing it. It's not God. It is not God. Loss of African identity is the enemy's colonial tool. When you do not know who you are, that is your real identity, you will not know your heritage on earth. You will not know your father's ancestral land. Then it becomes easy for the enemy to grab the ancestral lands because it belongs to no one. Meanwhile, that land is full of resources. So if you agree that you don't own the land, that it belongs to fake one Nigeria, Fulani Nigeria, guess what? It will be free to be grabbed by land grabbers, the colonizers, Arab colonizers.
The sense that you guys are waiting for will be thanking your killer. Exactly. Wishing him happy birthday. That's how you will go.
Exactly. So they will easily grab it. So everything is rest on you. That's why we say winds of change are blowing, because you are going to change. Up till now, some people are not sure if they are male or female. Identity crisis. Some are not sure whether they are humans and they are animals. Are they black or white? Are they Christians? Are they following Christ? Who is Christ? Are they following his class? Christ black or white? So confused. They don't know whether they are light, whether they are darkness. They are so confused. We say this is not the will of your maker.
It's not.
This is not his will. When you begin to understand who you are and what you want in life as an indigenous person, as an indigene of an ancestral land, you see, identity crisis will go down. Self-discovery will bring an opportunity for self and community growth and development. That's why it's important. Self-awareness, self-discovery, very important. Remember, you're wonderfully made. You are fit for the purpose for which you were created. Don't forget that. Thank you.
Oh, you are fit for the purpose for which you were created. What a last word, my sister. Thank you so much. I am fit. I am definitely fit. It's all about my people, liberation of our people. No other solution will suffice until we get ourselves